you, sir? How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you guys?
We're doing great. We are so happy to talk to you today. And we are so excited that you are coming back to Detroit on your awesome summer tour. This is so cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just stoked to get to play anywhere.
What do you mean? People love Rob Thomas. We're coming out to see you wherever you are.
It's fun to do, and you never know. Every year, you're like, oh, I still get to do it. This is amazing.
Yeah. So you're grateful and you're excited at the same time. Because you have
I've been really fortunate because I get to go back and forth. I have like a full, world of Matchbox and then this full world of solo. And basically I've had the same band solo, most of them for 20 years. So it's this family that I go back and forth. The only difference is actual family. My son is going to be my guitar player on this tour.
No way.
How cool for you guys.
Yeah, it's really great. I mean, I do sometimes wonder if all I did was realize that I have to pay my son to hang out with me, but I'll take it either way.
Well, you know what? You're not alone. Pat Monahan's son in Train, he comes out and they do like a Zeppelin song together, and his kid's amazing, by the way. Like, so you guys have got this all running in the family.
Pat Monahan is an alien. His voice is so good.
Seriously. Yeah, he's nuts.
But the energy and the electrifying performance you give on stage. You were here at Pine Knob a couple summers ago, and it was my first time seeing you live, Rob, and it was on a school night. We get up very early for our show, and I was like, I'll stay for a song or two. We got to meet you that night. It was so cool. You had me transfixed for your whole performance. Like, you just give it all to your audience, and that's why we love you so much. Like, we can't wait to see you perform again.
Oh, thanks. I mean, it really is one of my favorite things in the world to do. I mean, I think when you do it, especially on these summer tours, when you're outdoors, it's fun. There's a sense of community that's back and forth. It's it's not just like a performance for someone. We're all kind of there and we're sharing this moment together. And then every decade that I'm still allowed to do it, it's kind of more exciting because some of these songs are songs that people grew up with. These are songs that people have at their weddings, and these are songs people have at their graduations and funerals and milestone events. And so, they start to mean a little bit more every year.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking with Rob Thomas. He will be coming to Detroit on August 24th, Michigan Lottery Amphitheatre at Freedom Hill. Always puts on a great show, whether it's Rob Thomas or Rob Thomas and Matchbox 20. My question for you, Rob, is as someone who has written many, many very good songs, and I'm sure there's songs that you've written that weren't necessarily hits, but you love them or the fans love them. How do you choose a set list?
I mean, that gets harder every year, especially now. I mean, I have a new single that's coming out right before the tour and a record, the All Night Days record to follow. And so, you want to put in some of those new things. You have certain songs that I know people are going to want to hear every night.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then you try and weave in like, well, during this part of the set, I know I want to play something that's like a ballad or something soft. So maybe on different nights, it'll be a different song, But
right.
Like Lonely No More will happen every night. You just figure out where.
Right. Yeah. Or something like 3 a.m. If You're Gone, some of that stuff. But you want to play Hard to Be Happy, the new single, too, because you want people to hear it.
Right.
But nobody wants to hear any of their favorite artists walk out and go, tonight we're only going to do all new stuff.
It's so true.
And the album comes out in a month.
Yeah, it's so true.
Okay, Rob.
You don't know.
Make sure honestly, this is awesome. Rob's coming to town. He's always good. So here's a question for you regarding shows. I'm seeing this a lot more. Artists are basically saying, hey, no cell phones at the show. How do you as a performer feel about people with their phones pointing up at you all night long?
I would rather they didn't, only because I don't think that they're ever really going to go back and look at that. So they're not going to have either moment, right? They're not going to have the moment that they're missing right then, and they're not going to have the moment that they think they're going to have later when they look at the phone and it's just like a really bad recording. But at the same time, I mean, you paid your money for the ticket. However, whatever you think is a good time, then you go ahead and you do that.
Okay. Fair enough.
That's a good point, though. I didn't even think about that, the after effects. I wanted to talk to you about something that you do when you're not on stage. Talk to me a little bit about Sidewalk Angels. I love that you have this pet adoption organization. I used to work at a radio station in Westchester, New York, and we used to do some work with Sidewalk Angels. And I just think what you and your wife do is so incredible.
Oh, great. Yeah. So I'm here actually in New York. I'm in Bedford right now. We started over 20 years ago. We've been able to raise millions of dollars to help no-kill shelters and animal rescues all over the world at this point. We have like almost 30 different organizations that we help consistently, and we help them with their medical and rescues and those kind of things. And we've been able to do it. We have a very small group. We have me and my wife and her mother, and then my manager donates his time to manage everything for Sidewalk Angels. My business manager, accountant, donates all of his time to do all the books and stuff. So, in January, let's say I have a three show run for Sidewalk Angels in the West Coast. I think if we raise $1.6 million after those shows,
wow,
probably 1.4 goes directly to the organizations.
Amazing.
Because all I have to do is pay the band and the overhead for travel and stuff. And I don't have a board that I have to worry about. I don't have a bunch of, we don't pay for galas. We just put all the money right into the organizations.
So great.
Good for you, Rob. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
Thank you for doing that.
Okay, Rob, now we got a completely non-musical related question. We just want to ask Rob Thomas, world-renowned famous musician, how he handles the situation. We were talking about this earlier on the show. Lauren and Veronica were giving me a hard time because whenever I go out to eat, I tip before the tax. Where do you stand on this burning issue, Rob? Do you tip before or after tax?
I over-tip after the tax.
Damn it,
Of course
Rob.
he does. Of course he does.
I mean, here's the thing, though. I mean, I worked in every service industry that there possibly was. I worked at everything in a restaurant and a bar that you could possibly do. And I feel really, really fortunate that I've done well.
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, like over tipping is, and also guys, okay, Blaine.
Yeah.
If you leave an okay tip, right?
Yeah.
You might have some people that are like, oh my God, the fucking local DJ. Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
These people that say, oh my God, our local DJ, he just kind of stiffed me a little bit, right?
Yep.
But you're still tipping.
Yeah.
But if they've listened to the show, they know that's a possibility.
Yeah, they won't wait on him, actually. They'll probably just walk by him.
If I do an okay tip, if I even do a really good tip,
Yep.
people are still going to be like, he could have done more.
Yeah.
He could have been better.
Oh, so you give the
good
pressure
point.
tip because you're Rob Thomas. That makes so much sense.
Good point. Well, Rob, I'll have to take that into consideration.
You got like if you have like my son who worked at this really fancy restaurant in LA, and everybody would ask him who's the best tip.
And?
I'm not telling.
Oh, come on, man. Rob, listen, man, we appreciate the time today. Thank you so much. You've been such a good friend of this radio station for so long.
Yeah.
We look forward to seeing you August 24th, Michigan Lottery, Amphitheatre, Freedom Hill. Thank you so much, Rob.
BLV. Thank you guys for the full experience, Veronica, and I appreciate you guys and thanks for the help.
Thank you,
Thanks,
sir.
Rob.
All right, take care.
Just let me hold